Hey everybody, it's CorpusDelecti here from Elite Media, and I'm bringing you some more Final Fantasy XIII strategies. In this video, we're going to be going against Raspatil, who is found in Oerba 400. First thing, we're going to go ahead and set up our paradigms, which this video is so long, by the way. This battle takes a really long time, which was really enjoyable, but I actually had to write up what I need to say for it. So, since I'm going pretty quick through here, first off, your pack should be Yakshini as your Synergist, Cloudburst as your Ravager, and Tonberry or Tonberry, whichever one you have will work just fine. And here we're setting up, of course, our paradigms, and we're going to be using Tri-Disaster Cross, Smart Bomb, Bully, Strike Team Cross, Cerberus Cross, and Discretion. And as I had mentioned before, the reason we use Cross is because the attack animation is actually faster. And we're also going to go after the paradigms. I'm going to show you my fragment skill setup, which we're going to have Battle Mania on. And then we're going to have our Encounter Master set to less enemies. And we're going to go down on the beach in Oerba, and you're going to pretty much just run around until you get the time rip showing up, and you can get a preemptive strike. And here we go. Hope you guys are ready for a 9-minute battle. So we're going to start off with Tri-Disaster. Don't do what I did. I used fire. I actually sat here and decided what I wanted to use. I don't know why. Just go ahead and use thunder because it is the faster cast animation. So we're going to do that for one round, and then we're going to switch over to Smart Bomb and do Imperil for 2 rounds. So once that sticks, we switch over to Strike Team, and we're going to use Attack for 3 rounds. I really enjoyed this battle, just so you guys know. And whenever you get a chance where you see it says, when you have your Feral Link, especially for Yakshini, you don't need to do it now because of the way we're doing this, but you'll see I use my Feral Links a lot. His gives you pretty much every buff other than haste. So after our 3rd round in Strike Team, we're going to go ahead and switch over to using Rune on the extra enemies that spawn instead of using attack, because Rune takes them out a lot faster. And you'll see once we take out those, I'm going to use Yakshini's Feral Link. And after we use this Feral Link, we're going to switch over to Bully. And while we're in Bully, we're going to do 1 round of D-Shell on Raspatil. And then we're going to do another round with D-Protect. You'll see in here that I actually use Poison. I try to get it to stick. If you guys want to skip over that part, because it doesn't actually work, feel free. It'll actually drop your time down. It might not take you 9 minutes like it took me. So after all this poison spamming, we're going to switch over to Discretion to heal all our party members. Just go ahead and use auto heal. You don't really need to pick and choose on that. We're just going to get everybody up to full health, then we're going to switch back over to Smart Bomb and use more poison, which isn't necessary. So instead you can skip right to the 2 rounds of Imperil that we're going to be doing. And for those who don't know what Imperil actually does, it makes it so that the enemy takes more damage from magic attacks. And now we have him staggered, so we're going to switch over to Cerberus, and we're going to do 1 round of attack, and then switch over to Tri-Disaster and use Ultimate Arrow. And then we're going to shift back over to Cerberus-X and do 2 more rounds of attack, and then switch over to the other enemies that spawn again. Instead of using Rune, I'm just going to go ahead and use Runga. You guys can use Rune if you prefer, but Runga, since there are so many that come this time, and it's AoE attack, it actually takes out more in a shorter frame of time. And you can see I check his stats twice. I don't know why I did that, but so after we get rid of the other enemies, we're going to go ahead and shift it to Discretion. Actually, yeah, we do it before because my Tonberry here is about to die. If you need to, go ahead and do it. I suggest using Discretion quite often if your characters get below 50% health. And then after that, we're gonna go over to Smart Bomb here. We're gonna reapply our buffs. We're gonna do 2 rounds of Imperil. It might stick for you, it might not. It didn't stick for me after the second round, which is fine. Just switch over to Discretion, because as you see here, I'm taking a lot of damage. If you're taking damage, you can switch. If not, then don't switch to Discretion. Just go straight into Bully, which we do after. We're gonna do another 2 rounds of Imperil. This, of course, is, you know, our ATP gauge refreshing. After the 4th round, I was able to get it to stick, so you should be fine there. So after your next 2 rounds of Imperil, we're going to switch over to Smart Bomb and do 1 round of D-Shell. And then after we get D-Shell on, we're going to switch over to Strike Team. I'm going to use Yakshini's Feral Link again, so that we can get all his amazing buffs. And then again, I switch to heal. Needed it. If you need to heal, switch to heal. If you don't worry about it. This is, by the way, being done at max character levels. Everything I have is maxed out. I'm using both ultimate weapons and everything, so. Alright, now we're going to switch. As you saw, we switched to Smart Bomb. I lost track. 1 round of D-Shell, then we're going to switch to Try Disaster. We're going to do 2 rounds of Thunder here on Raspatil and on the enemies. I use Cloudburst, Friendly Fire, which healed everybody. Kind of need a little boost on that. And then we're just going to keep doing Thunder until all the extra enemies that are out are gone. And then we're going to switch back into Smart Bomb. I'm going to do 1 round of Deep Protect on Raspatil. After Smart Bomb, we're going to go back to Try Disaster, and we're just going to keep doing Thunder for 2 rounds. And then we're going to switch into Strike Team to do our ATB refresh and just do 2 rounds of attack. And after we do this, we're going to switch back to Smart Bomb. Going to do 2 rounds of Deep Protect on Raspatil, 1 round of Imperil. This is so that we can keep all of our debuffs on him, and it helps build his chain gauge. Oh, as you did notice, I am using Serah as party leader. I totally forgot to mention that, like I did with Noel. I just realized I didn't actually show you guys the equipment I'm using. I'm using 4 delicate Magician's Marks on Serah and 4 delicate power wristbands on Noel. With Noel, it gives you like 8 or 10% vampiric aura, so he steals health. So as you can see, we're pretty much just trying to get all of our debuffs here on Raspatil. Once we get Imperil, we're going to switch over to Strike Team here. We're going to use Feral Link as normal, which is the main reason I use Strike Team. And then we're going to switch it to Try Disaster. And we're going to do 2 rounds of Thunder, and that should get him your 2nd stagger. And once we have him staggered the 2nd time, we're going to switch into Cerberus, and then we're going to do 2 rounds of attack. After your 2nd round of attack, do your leader change, over to Noel, and we're going to use Meteor Javelin in order to kill off Raspatil, because as you can see, around this time there's going to be more enemies coming up. So once you kill him, we're going to clear up the rest of the enemies, and you will have your 5-star on this battle. It'll have been a real enjoyment. You can farm him if you need to, if you're under-leveled. Like I said, I'm max level on here. I actually hit max level way before I even touched this battle. But if you want to farm him, you can. Just pretty much keep your fragments set up like I gave you, and just run in a circle on the beach until he comes. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hoped we could help you guys out if any of you were having any trouble. I'll see you. Let's see, what are we going to do next? I'm going to go ahead and post the final battles. Like I said, I had a full walkthrough for you guys that I had to scrap. But I'm going to post the max level final battles for you guys and show you my strategies for that. And as you see, we got our gold fair fight trophy. Alright, I'll see you guys around.